Hey everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people. It's W-O-R-I-M-I, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides and the universal energies. Entertainment only. Okay, what I want to have a look at in this particular reading, let's just do a really quick one. Michael Wolff suing Melania for $1 billion under the anti-SLAPP laws, S-L-A-P-P laws. Because Melania threatened to sue can't read my own writing, Daily Beast. I can't even read my own writing, I should have been a doctor. Over Wolff's comments about connecting Epstein, Melania and the Orange Twerp, which is entirely true. If you delve into it, it appears there was a guy by the name of Paulio who had set up a modelling agency in New York, I believe back in the, whenever it was, at the age of 25, so it must have been about 25 years ago. What are we, in the early 2000s? Now, who sets up a modelling agency, a big international draw card modelling agency at the age of 25 without some perhaps mob crime, financial support for trafficking intentions behind the scenes? Now, so Melania apparently came over, was introduced to the Orange Twerp via Paulio, who was associated with EPS, used to provide models for EPS. It's all very convoluted. So yeah, it's true. Now, apparently they were introduced, Melania and the Orange Twerp, at a party. The Orange Twerp was there with his girlfriend at the time, and quickly ditched the girlfriend for the one that apparently blew his brains out on the EPS plane and left him panting for more. Okay, so I just want to have a look. I'm using the Golden Universal Tarot. Box is on its last legs, the poor thing. And I just want to see how this is going to go. I did read, I can't remember the video it was in. I did touch on it very briefly a couple of weeks ago. Melania was threatening to sue the Daily Beast, and I said, oh, wow. I said she's going to back out from doing that because the fear of discovery, they don't like discovery because they know that discovery will reveal some stuff that they don't want revealed. And yeah, oligarchical money, intergenerational money. Yeah, there's some very powerful people that would not like this case to go ahead because of discovery. Sorry. Let's have a look. How's it going to go for Michael Wolff? Michael Wolff is now suing Melania Trump under the anti-SLAPP laws. I don't know why Michael Wolff just doesn't release what he's got. He's got extensive interviews, one-on-one, recorded with EPS. I don't know why he doesn't just release it. However, as one of my lovely viewers pointed out, the threat of releasing is actually more scary for certain people than actually releasing the interviews, because then it allows the imagination to run wild. Okay. As to what did he say? What does he know? What did he say? What does he know? What's included in those? So let's have a look. How's it going to go for Michael Wolff? How is it suing Melania Trump? Goodness me, talk about legacious, but unbelievable for those that don't live in the United States, that literally it's ruled by royal decree and litigation. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. How's it going to go for Michael Wolff? Michael Wolff's suing Melania. How's it going to go? Come on down. Let's have a look. Okay. Three of Pentacles. It is about dark money behind the scenes. How's it going to go for Michael Wolff? the planning and then bringing it to action. But this is very much dark money card. Right, this is my trafficking. One of my trafficking cards. Challenge is the information about the financial trail. I've always said it's going to come back to the money trail. So trying to keep, how's it going to go for Michael Wolff? The dark money, the money trail is the challenge, the trafficking. I wouldn't normally say it's Melania, but I'm going to say it's Melania. She's got information. The energy she's stewing in is that she knows a lot. She knows where the bodies are buried, basically, is what I'm going to say, that she has not revealed. So the energy that they're stewing in the past, the Three of Wands, information coming in from overseas, the plan coming to fruition, and then we've got the Judgment card at the top. Well, I've been getting the Judgment card a lot today. It's going to be a lot of judgment happening. A collective awakening, a klaxon siren. How's it going to go for Michael Wolff? I think, because this is the plan coming to fruition, I think he did this deliberately to force the threat, because he knows what the orange twerp and the misses and stuff are all like. It's almost like he forced the threat in order to be able to put on the anti-slap law court case, because he wants it in the legal arena, everything to be exposed. Yep, this is going to change everything. The Wheel of Fortune. We've got here chaotic movement forward, trying to prevent the movement forward, but it's going to grind forward. We've got here internally, can be a false victory, but it can also be right. Okay, thank you. Riding into Magaland with information. It's a very uncomfortable position, but that's what I was getting. Riding into the heartland of the MAGA belief, not physically, but the belief with this information that's a victorious information. Right, hopes and fears that information about Melania is going to come out. She's going to be put on the witness stand. Gosh, a lot of queens here. Can also be about survivors, the hopes and fears, the survivors bringing forward their message. The outcome, the Queen of Pentacles. So we've got the three queens so far. A lot of feminine energy here. I think these are survivors. Nightmare situation. And the Page of Pentacles. So Queen of Pentacles, nightmare situation. Okay, so this I think is going to be Melania being put on the stand. It's a nightmare situation for her. She's going to try to not... Michael Wolff's not doing this for the money. She's going to try and not reveal all that she knows, but then you've got the Ace of Swords coming forward. Strength card. And out in the cold, the strength of the legal system. This could be her and Baron taking off for Switzerland. We've then got the gift from the past. This is my Epstein children, emotionally overwhelming, and wealthy individuals with that Ten of Pentacles want this stopped, but I think they're also going to be sacrificed and be exposed. I don't care who is exposed. They need to be exposed. I've had a few names thrown at me. I've agreed with some. Yeah, there are going to be some unusual exposures. She does not want this. On the bottom, we've got the Four of Cups. She does not want this. We've got the Hermit, the investigation, the light forward. We've got the Devil. We've got the betrayal, and we've got the orange twerp here. Could also simply be oligarchs, but betrayal of certain. They're going to feel. It's going to expose certain wealthy individuals that tied themselves to this greed and addiction and control and power and just egregious lust and all the rest of it, are going to find themselves in this despairing position. Okay, so Michael Wolff, he is doing this purely to get the information out there on a legal footing instead of just putting it out. And I'm getting from that he deliberately baited, knowing that they would take the bait because they are just so obvious. Not terribly bright, the Trump family. Okay, trust me, she didn't come over on an Epstein visa. Yeah, she's realized, I think, the error of her ways and does not want this. But I think she's going to be forced into the position of doing so. Now, whether the orange twerp will try and save her or not, I don't know. But let's have a look. How's this going to go for Melania? Michael Wolff suing Melania. How's this going to go for Melania? How's this going to go for Melania from her point of view? Right. She's looking overseas, trying to come up with a plan, wondering if she can leave the scene, perhaps. I've always seen her going to Switzerland. I don't know that they've got an extradition order with the US with Switzerland, and it is pretty much over there, buy your way in. She was over there a while back scouting out property. So looking at options and getting out of Dodge. Yep, she might, before she gets a chance to be put on the stand, she might be fleeing the scene. Yeah, overreach. Just overreach. I think I was going to say burden, but yeah, an ending, unable to get this back to the castle. Just a chaotic mess. In retreat. So I suspect she rapidly backpedaled on her threat to sue the Daily Beast, but it was too little too late in the past, legally. What's crowning the reading is an offer being made to potentially keep it under wraps. I think she's going to try and negotiate her way out of it. The immediate future, we've got the White House here. We've got externally the Empress. So the immediate future is there might be an announcement coming out from the White House in regards to this. We've got the Empress, which is about, what's my Russia card externally, but it can also be the nurturing female and the abundance. I'm just getting the Kremlin. Okay. Internally being strung up and sacrificed. Hopes and fears, an offer, trying to get this offer to take, trying to get him to back off. The outcome. This is one of my trafficking cards. Money laundering cards. It's always about the money trail. The outcome. The money trail of the oligarchs. Harsh truth investigation. Those that tied themselves to this devil energy. And gosh, with the Five of Swords, betrayal, deceit, win at any cost, abuse of power. You've then got the Three of Swords, and then you've got the Ace of Swords. And you've got the celebration of the survivors here, and then the Star of Hope and healing. This is going to be a big case that, on the bottom, how's it going to go for Melania? Not well with the Tower. Not well at all. And I don't think the Orange Twerp's going to be able to protect her from this. Her father was a known FSB agent. The White House is going to make some sort of announcement, but I think she's going to be strung out to dry here. Okay. Hung out to dry. Sacrificed. Just tell me, a couple of cards. Is Melania going to flee overseas to try to avoid this court case? Well, she doesn't like it, and we've got the World card, something coming to an end, and we've also got, it's also the World. Okay, is Melania going to flee overseas to try and avoid this court case? Right, legally restricted. As it moves forward, she's looking at her finances. We know she's been socking it away for forever. Death, gift from the past, and complete and utter downfall. Well, she might be planning it with this, but I think she might be stopped. This could also be the passing of the Orange Twerp. It brings about an ending for her. Her protection is gone. Four of Cups, Page of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, nightmare situation for her, the false victory. She knows, big information coming forward. Now, who was it? Denise Knight, I think, has been saying forever that it's Melania that will spill the beans, because huge information coming forward. She's got stuff in her cup about this false victory that she's not yet revealed. The Devil, the Hermit, the full exposure, Queen of Swords, Fool, secrets being revealed, Justice. Look at the major arcana on the bottom here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This court case is going to be, I think, I don't see her able to get away. I think legally she may have her passport seized. She does not have immunity. Big case, this one. We'll keep an eye on it. Okay, love to you all. Catch you shortly.